Yeah, bro, just go to the line. There you go. Throw it right here. Throw it right here to my user. Yes! Oh my God! Bro, no! What's going on, everybody? So you guys have been patiently waiting to see what the verdict would be on both Jason Taylor and Julius Peppers. So I'm going to walk you through it really quickly, let you guys get an idea of what's going on. Keep in mind, this is Legends Pass D. So if you don't have Legends Pass D, you're not going to be getting the additional speed that these players are getting. So as I zoom in full mode for you guys, that 93 for you with your sprinter and your John Madden coach would probably only be it'll only be 90, 92. All right. But with the Legends Chem, if you have 30 players on defense and they're all Legends, you are going to get this additional speed for these particular players that can get the Legend Chem. So Julius Peppers, he's a 94 for me. He probably would be a 93 for you. I'm just addressing that. I know my veterans already know. You're like, yeah, Gmias, we already know. But a lot of the other viewers don't know. So I just want to clarify that. Right now, we're going to be jumping on the field with both those individuals. I'm going to be showing you guys exactly what I'm doing for each and every single play for the most part, all right? Now, we're going to run nickel double A gap for this entire game. Like, we're going to run nickel double A gap. I don't care what he's running, what he's doing. And the reasoning behind why I'm doing that is because I want Jason Taylor and I want Julius Peppers as those D linemen. I want those D tackles to be those guys on the inside of it, like right in between the two linebackers, who I'm going to be utilizing Ronnie Lott and Ed Reed. So I'm pointing it out to you, let you guys see exactly how I run it, because some of you guys wanted some insight into what exactly I'm doing. So you see where I'm putting these players? They're going to be my D tackles, and I'm putting Ronnie Lott and Ed Reed in as my linebackers in this double A gap. So now as I come to the line, right, this is the one thing that I know. I know that there's a lot of speed that's involved with it, and I know that they can get off and be able to address the quarterback in the most violent way possible because they're so fast and small. That's why I took out Jalen Smith and Shazier, because like having the thinner guys in the middle, and you can see how I just showed you that they're both blitzing straight down. You see how everybody engages differently? It's because they're much smaller, so they can squeeze through those gaps. As opposed to the bigger middle linebackers, they can't get through it. So with the speed and the finesse move of Jason Taylor and Julius Peppers on the ends, which is the actual D tackles for this thing, you'll see that no matter what happens with the way that they engage, it's a much faster attack to the quarterback. All right. So based on what I've seen thus far, right, I know that you guys understand that a lot of the things that go into the cards, you may not see it on the field. The one thing that I'll tell you about both of these cards, Julius Peppers is very useful because he can dive 77 yards, meters, whatever kind of thing that you use for for how you measure stuff. He can dive however he wants. It's very, very wild and ridiculous. He doesn't always get off the block though. I just want to point that out. He does not always get off the block. What he does is he sets himself up for you to be able to click on and just dive like a mad person. That's pretty much what he does. I like the fact that he's able to do that at 6'7", because I put secure tackler on him, and it's really, really cheesy because he can dive and tackle anyone. Now, right here, I don't know what I was doing. I just did a lot because I'm an idiot, and I just threw a pick. Adrian Peterson's running around like a chicken without a head. I'm trying to click on, and then they lock me. They have that lock symbol, so he wouldn't jump for the ball. It's something that's been going on since Madden 16 with the patch, and it just never will be fixed ever. And I have no confidence in that ever being fixed. But again, I just threw a Stevie. I'm blind in both eyes. Please forgive me for that. But that's neither here nor there. We're back on defense, which is what you guys want to see anyway. Yes, I am trash, and I'm throwing picks, but everything's going to be all right. So now, I want you to take focus. Just look at what happens. You see the way Lawrence... Okay, thank you, bro. Throw the ball right at my user. Let me not pick it. Just watch Lawrence Taylor on the right side. Every time the ball is snapped, Julius Peppers, because of his finesse move, he's taking away that right tackle immediately because you have to be there to watch it. You got to be able to know that the player that you're using, you got to know what makes them good. I know that finesse moves is what makes him good, so I can't contain him. Never contain him, because the finesse move is automatically going to make him get off the block because that's what he's designed to do. A lot of you guys, what happens is earlier in the year, before they patched the contain, you were able to rush a little bit and then come in. Now you can't do that. Pretty much you play around on the end a little bit, and then, after a little bit of time, you'll be able to get in and do what you have to do. So you'll see that he's actually always on a blitzing angle. And right there, I'm doing cartwheels instead of picking it. I actually put him in a cloud flat. He was in a cloud flat, and he still didn't do what he was supposed to do. So that's just, it is what it is right there. That's all that was. Now, as we go forward on to the next play, you'll be able to see a little bit more, because I think this play right here, Julius Peppers, you'll be able to see a little bit more emphasis. Notice that he's inside. LT is split wide, but he's inside right on the right tackle. And this 2-4-5 double A gap, which is usually in the 3-4 defenses, I'm using it right now specifically because LT is standing up, as opposed to being flat down in the 4-3 playbook versions where he's down. He's standing up. And because of the way Julius Peppers is blitzing out, you see that angle? It makes the guard look, and then the tackle doesn't know what's going on either. Then the tight end is just like, it doesn't matter if the tight end blocks or not. Right there, everybody was blocked up because he blocked everybody, but it doesn't matter. We get the pick because the pressure's still going to get there regardless. So even when it comes to a point where, like what he just did right there, he blocks all those players, it won't really matter because the pressure is still going to be there in time, and you just have to make sure that your user is in the right place. But I want to make sure that everybody understands, it's not that he is like a really, really spectacular and crazy left end. It's that he's one of the safest left ends to use, and primarily because he has a 99 finesse move. You know what I'm saying? So guys, like some of you guys have asked about Khalil Mack. Gmias, what do you think about Khalil Mack? Khalil Mack's body is built differently than Julius Peppers. He's more of a slender type player. So he, like I said, it's all about the build, which is why the reason that players like Michael Vick can like be, squeezing through certain things, Lamar Jackson. If you're built too different, like Javon Curse is built really, really big in the game, which is why when I see the way Julius Peppers is, he's a little bit more, he's more slim to it. Like he's not that type of build where he's not going to be able to get around and do stuff. Javon Curse is a really, really good card, and I kept him for a very, very long time, but they build him like a savage fat man. Like he's just really, really big and wide. I don't know who did that body design, but that's not the way Javon Curse ever looked, ever. He probably don't look like that now when he's older. Like I've never ever seen him look like that. So Julius Peppers, I really, really see a difference with that upgrade from Javon Curse. Obviously I don't know what Cam Newton was doing. I don't know what he was doing on that right there. But when it comes to the other side, we actually had Howie Long as a snow beast. So it is a huge upgrade to have Jason Taylor there. But again, the only thing that they usually do in the blitzes that I run is they cause a lot of controversy, bro. Like they're just right there, and they're just making sure that the people on the outside of them can eat, which is usually what, like the way the D tackles make the D ends just look better because they take up the lane. Their finesse move and the way that their speed is at 93 and 94 is very, very huge for defenses that consist of the way that I have it consisted of, where I have dudes on the outside of them. Now, I could easily go to 4-3 over as well. I might do that in another video to show you guys where they're actually the outside people. Well, on one side, Julius Peppers will be the outside person. I just threw with Stevie, and both of them were just standing there and let him catch it. Luckily for me, EA has the game where you have to run backwards first when you get a pick, else I was going to go to the house. But that's neither here nor there. This dude is running SAG D, and he doesn't care about anything. This guy has no concern about anything. He's going to run SAG D. He's going to do whatever he wants, and I'm going to deal with it like a man. And that's pretty much what it's all about. But again, based on everything that I've seen from both of them, I'm very, very happy with what they do. You see what Julius Peppers just did? You see that? Those plays, if you contain, he's not making that play because the contain just causes him to play around like an idiot, and he's not really involved. You have to make sure that you are consistently blitzing that player. All right? The blitzing with the finesse, look, you see how he's just screaming and he just threw me the pick? He's screaming like that because who was that? I think that's Jason Taylor on that side. Jason Taylor is eating. No, that's Julius Peppers. That's Julius Peppers. He's eating so much on that side that everybody is paying attention to him. We screaming like we straight screaming like Willie Beeman. Like something is going to happen with that situation where the quarterback is going to need to get the ball out of his hands very, very quickly. He just ran. That was a run blitz, right? He just ran. Yeah, because everybody came in. I don't know. That was kind of weird though, the way that just happened. Because my O-line just didn't block anyone and they just let him come in. It turned me on a little bit. Let me know if you got turned on just a little bit. Just slightly, though. The fact that everybody just ran right in. All right, hold up. Yo! He must have been in contain. And I just ran right into him. Yeah, he was in contain. Khalil Mack. And that's another person we were just speaking about. Khalil Mack is a very, very good left end. Like I said, It's all about what you're looking for, though, because the limited card in Julius Peppers is a real, like, it's just an all-around really good card. And what a lot of you guys have spoken about, obviously, he used to be my user linebacker when he was coming in as a linebacker back in the day. Why did I throw that? I don't know why I threw that. He's gonna have those hands. So if you spy him, more than likely he will intercept the ball and run it for 6, because he's a 94 speed and he's on the line. So if you spy him and for instance, you want to run some sag defense time to time, he will pick that ball and run it for 6. That's another valuable use. Same thing with Jason Taylor. These guys have very, very good catching stats. They were very, very athletic, and I think EA Sports did a good job with the way that they're, the build and the way that they play with the game. All right, good job, man. Good job. I just threw a wild Stevie. What was that? Is that cover 4? Bro, this dude, all right, man. All you have to do for that is have a hitch route, and that's it. And then the zones will converge in the hitch route. And I was just being an idiot. So the way that this game is playing right now, it might look like I just want to be out there on defense because I'm going for it on 4th down. I'm doing everything stupid. It's not intentional, but it works out for us for what we're trying to do. So again, focus on the way that Jason Taylor and Julius Peppers are right on the right tackle and the left tackle. Romanowski's on the left side, and we have LT on the right. Watch how you see how LT is just able to get a free release. That free release is generated based on the fact that Julius Peppers, his finesse move is so high. So because he's crashing out, they have to pay all the attention to him. Now, if you don't have a player with that high of a finesse move and they slide to that side, because and you could see that he's sliding to either side, because you could see the way, like, one of them are going to come free, but the only person that's going to come free is the opposite the side that he's sliding to. So he's sliding to the opposite side, and pretty much it's still, even if he slides like that, you're going to see later in the video, we're going to get dual edge just because of their high finesse move. Now, the out of my way that Jason Taylor gets is very, very huge, because overall his card is just an outright monster. It's really, really wild, but that stickiness is just crazy. I can't believe I have yet to score yet. But I didn't even care though, guys, because I was able to keep going back on defense and giving you guys a little bit more and more insight into it. And again, I typically run 4-3 over. So when I'm running it like this, my opponent is running an offense that is conducive to me running the defense that I'm running. Because when I'm making videos for you guys, I actually try to run a real scheme, not like when I'm streaming and I'm just doing whatever I want, because I want to kind of show you guys exactly what I'm doing and how I evaluate my players. Because I can tell the difference with Javon Curse not being in there and Julius Peppers not, and now Julius Peppers is there. I can also tell the difference with the other side, with Howie Long being out at right end and Jason Taylor being there, just by the way that the offensive line attacks them, because they're going to attack them based on their attributes. And regardless of who it is, like I said, regardless of who it is, if you play a psychopath that's running like stretch or whatever, and they're blocking on aggressive the entire game, which is what a lot of people do, most of the time it's in single back wing and stuff like that. Like a lot of these formations, you can get away with holding for the entire game. It just depends. It's something that they're doing that lets them do it. If that's happening, your players won't get the same type of, get off with it. It won't happen. They're going to simply be, it's not going to be really, really, he's in the end zone though. Bro, he's in the end zone. You won't get the same animations of what I'm trying to say. It's going to be a lot different if they're running on aggressive and you just can't do anything about it. So what I would recommend, if you play somebody that's running on aggressive, don't blitz. Just leave everybody in coverage or run 2-man under or something like that. And for some reason, that counteracts the aggressive runs. I don't know what it is, guys, but if you run blitz it, everybody's going to get blocked up, and it doesn't matter if they have out of my way. All right? So just keep that in mind as well. And on top of all of that, with the way that my D-line is right now, right, the only problem I'm going to really have, once Alan Page gets an upgrade, one of those guys won't be in the lineup. More than likely, it won't be Jason Taylor. We'll put Alan Page at that side, and then we'll leave Julius Peppers as the other D tackle inside 2-4-5 A gap. We'll just leave. We'll leave him like that, so that I think that Page is going to be more glitchy, but I don't think he'll be glitchier than Julius Peppers. Plus, Julius Peppers is 6'7", so that 6'7" height, bro, you're diving from 10 yards back and instant tackles every single snap. So pay attention to what's going on. Keep looking and trying to understand exactly what I'm talking about. You see the get off? If you look at the right side, if you go back, if you rewind the video, the get off, that little simple jump that Julius Peppers and Jason Taylor does, that little jump off scares the tackle. Bro, the offensive tackles don't know what to do. They have no idea what's going on. And like I told you, he's sliding to the left because you can see the way his linemen are doing certain things, the way their footing is. You can tell that he's sliding. You see how they're gearing toward the left? He's an idiot, but it doesn't really matter. You see what I'm saying? Somebody is always going to come free. And it just so happens that Julius Peppers recovered that fumble because Jason Taylor was able to create it off that side where LT came free. I want to thank you guys and girls for watching. I'm going to be giving you guys a little bit more insight as we go on. Please subscribe, and I'll see you guys and girls next time. One love.